Hi, welcome back to myCRMSIM. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your AI agents and how you can manage them. Before doing that, make sure that you have your OpenAI key set, or you can have your OpenRouter key. Here you're going to set the key, and you can also select the model based on your key for Simi as well. And you can create your AI agents using Simi as well. So it's up to you whether you're going to create manually or you can use Simi. So let's start. So I'll go to AI dashboard from side menu, and here I'm going to create a new AI agent. Here you can see that you can start from scratch. You can import any previously created AI agent. It should be in a JSON file and you can import that, or you can create by Simi. So for the time being, I will create from scratch. I'll click on next. So here you can see there are some suggestions. So I will use customer support one. You can use real estate, solar home improvement based on your business. So here you can see that based on my selection, there are some prompts. I will name this strategy as L1 support response, and tag I'm going to use is support. And now I'm going to select my model, which I'm going to use for AI agent. I will be using GPT 5.1. You can set that based on your key. And here you can see advanced settings. In advanced settings, you can set initial message delay, response delay, and objection handling controls how the AI responds. And when a customer hesitates, says no, ask difficult question, or give an objection, the behavior may be adjusted between passive, persuasive, confident, assertive. So for example, for support agent, calm and supportive style is usually better. The qualification priority setting controls how strictly the AI qualifies a lead before moving the conversation forward. The behavior may be adjusted between light, balanced, strict. Use light when you want the AI to keep the conversation going and avoid being too strict. The creativity settings controls how freely the AI responds during the conversation. The behavior may be adjusted between scripted, adaptive, freedom. Use scripted one when you want AI to stay close to the prompt. Now I will click on next and will move to the next step. So the conversation step is used to build the AI agent's complete message flow. In this step, you can set the first message, add qualification questions, create follow-ups, use templates, and add conditional logic. This step helps the AI guide the customer in a structured way and qualify lead properly. So here you have two different views, script view and map view. I'll switch to map view, and here you can see that. You can see conversation starts, initial message, after that the flow continues through questions, follow-ups and conditions. You can use the canvas to review the AI conversation will move from one step to another. The initial message is the first message the AI agent sends when the conversation starts. The message should be short, clear and relevant to the customer. Example, hi, thanks for reaching out. How I can help you today? So initial message, you can use spin text. The spin text option allows you to add multiple variations of the initial message. You can add up to 5 variants, and then AI will rotate between them for new leads. This helps the AI sounds more natural and prevent every customer from receiving the exact same message. You can add example variations like, hello, I'm here to help. What are you looking for? Hi, thanks for reaching out. How I can help you today? And so on. So what if you turn on the qualification toggle? The qualification toggle controls whether the AI should qualify the lead during the conversation. When qualification is enabled, you can add questions that helps the AI understand the customer's interest, need, budget, or intent. This is useful for sales, appointment, booking, and lead filtering. You can add a question here. So here's my question, and I can set rules by clicking on add rules, and here you can specify the rule like for troubleshooting, or you can say you can have meeting with us. So you can add skip to as well. I don't have any next question, so that's why it's not giving me option to select where it should skip. You can add follow-ups as well. Useful follow-ups are useful when the customer does not reply or when you want to remind after some time. You can set the follow-up message and delay timing days, hours, and minutes based on your need. You can use follow-up spin text as well. So the AI will send a different message to each customer. You can use message template as well, and you can just select any of the available templates, and this will be added to your canvas. And you can add follow-up templates. We have some available here. You can edit and delete nodes from here and here as well. You can edit it, you can delete it based on your need. Now I'll move to the next step, which is configurations. The configuration steps allow you to control how the AI agent sends messages, what goal it should work towards, how it should handle unqualified leads, and when it is allowed to message contacts. This step is very important because it helps the AI agent follows your business rules. Here you have multiple message option. Multiple message option allows the AI to split long responses into shorter sequential messages. When this option is turned on, the AI may send a longer response as multiple shorter messages. This can make conversation easier to read and more natural for the customers. When this option is turned off, the AI will use send replies as a single message. You can turn on this and identify as human toggle as well. So it will use human tone to respond to the users, and it will represent himself as a human to the customer. Here we have the end goal section. This defines the main outcome the AI agent should try to achieve during the conversation. This tells the AI agent what it should guide the customer towards. Available goal types may include call to action, book appointment, send booking link. So first, let's discuss call to action or C2A. When you want the AI to guide the customer towards a specific action, for example, the AI can ask the customer to book a session, visit a link, reply with confirmation, speak with a team member, or complete the next step. After selecting this option, enter the call to action message. As you can see that mine one is let me know if anything else comes up, happy to help. Basically this was an AI support agent, so that's what we can set in call to action message. The second option is to book an appointment. When you want to AI to book an appointment with you, select this option. Here you are going to provide your calendar. You can use Google Calendar or GHL Calendar, whichever you want to use. I'll be using GHL Calendar here, and I'll be selecting the calendar available I'm going to use. The third goal is to send booking link. For that you can paste any booking link here, like the mine one, and here you can send some text with it. Like here is the link to book a call, and you can set some disqualification trigger as well. The disqualification trigger field is used to add words or phrases that mark a lead as lost, unqualified, or not interested. If the customer sends any of these words or phrases, the AI can understand that the lead should not continue in the normal flow. As you can see my example, the customer asks to stop being contacted or request a human agent. Next is you can set execution window here. You need to turn on this toggle. You can check the details using this eye icon as well. Here you can set the time zone and your working hours, and you can skip weekends as well. You can set the behavior of the messages, whether you don't want to send outside the window or you want to queue until next window. Whether this should apply to AI replies, you can turn that on as well. So I'm not gonna use these features. Now I'll click on next. The knowledge step is where you provide business information to the AI agent. This helps the AI understand your company, products, services, pricing, policies, and common customer questions. The better the knowledge you provide, the better and more accurate the AI responses will be. The company information section is used to give the AI general context about your business. You can add information such as what your company does, what products or services you offer, your value proposition, target customers, pricing details, business location, delivery or service areas, and important policies. Next, you can add FAQs. The FAQs section is used to add common questions and answers that AI can reuse during conversations. You can click on add your first question and you can set. So why this is important? The AI agents need to collect information to give accurate answers. So can you ask that, can I book an appointment? So that's how you can set your FAQs as well. Then I'll click on next. This step is used to define what should happen after the AI reaches its goal or when a specific action is required. Important note regarding automations. AI conversations are created inside AI Agent Builder, but workflows actions should be created from the automation page. Let's suppose I want to use automation as well. So I'll go to automations, and here I'm going to create an automation. I'll be using AI trigger. I have set this trigger rule. I'll use book appointment with it. Make sure to use AI trigger with these premium actions. These premium actions will cost you the credits. For initial 60 days of release, you will be granted 2500 credits, and after that you need to purchase these credits. You need to go to the plans and you can see the credits tab. In the credits tab, you can see the available packages regarding the credits. Now I'm going to save this workflow. Save this one. As you can see that it's saved now. Now I'll go to AI dashboard and I will edit this one. I was on 5th step. I'll go back and here I can import any of my automations here. So you need to make sure that first you need to make live those automations in order to see them here. So I'll click on book appointment and here you can see that it's imported here. Now I'll click on next. So here is the summary of overall details you have filled in previous steps. You can change this by clicking on edit button across each section, or if it's good, you can click on this launch agent button. As you can see that this one is live, and now you need to go to conversation or contacts, create any contact, add tag to that contact, the support tag. We'll click on save. When this user try to contact with me, as you can see that based on its tag, the AI will respond to this customer and AI will handle all the conversation and it will book appointment if it's needed. So this is our end goal of this AI agent, that if the customer is having some issue, he should contact us first, and based on his communication, book a time slot so that his issue can be resolved over the call. Now, if you want to test your AI agent, you need to click on this test AI button, and here you need to select your AI agent, and here you can select any of your contact. So here I'll test it, whether it's responding to my messages or not. Let's wait for a while. As you can see that my agent is working fine and it's responding to me. Now you can use this agent for your actual contacts. Make sure to test your agent before using this on actual contacts. So that's it from AI agents. You can create your own one, you can manage them, and you can test them. Thank you.